Hello, we're going to talk a little bit about cropping and also shooting the same subject matter. And in this case, we've been talking a little bit this learning unit about contact sheets. So the concept of a contact sheet, I'll just talk a little bit about, and then also the value of cropping. So basically, a contact sheet back in the day, if you shot a roll of film, like in this situation in 1946, Elliot Erwitt, did a series of street photography using his medium format camera. That's why they're these really lovely square photos. And once he used the whole roll of film, then he processes it and makes a contact sheet. And then as one of the steps as a photographer is you go through and you look at all the different images to choose from. And then in this case, it looks like he was interested in this image. And then what he printed and sold and shared in museums and things like that was this cropped perspective of the dog and the woman's feet. And so there's a couple of things that I just wanted to bring to your attention. And one, when you're photographing a scenario or a scene, in this case, we've got 12 different photographs of the same subject matter. And I don't know, maybe he shot more than one roll. So all these different angles that, a little bit further back, a little bit closer up, then, he bent down. I'm not saying that this is the order that he took the photos because it probably goes like this. But just all these different perspectives that you've got, which I keep talking about, like don't take all of your pictures at what your normal height is. Bend down, get close to the ground. And in this case, he got close to the subject matter, which ended up being this dog. So that's one thing that I want you to make a note of. Like, take lots of pictures, and then, in your process, you might not make a contact sheet, but view them on your computer and pick the one that you feel best represents your intentions or some interesting visual element. And then cropping. So cropping is when you basically choose to eliminate all this information and just crop on what you feel is most important for your photograph. And I tried to find the final version of this, and I wasn't able to find it online. But you can get the sense of what I'm talking about as far as like choosing just a fragment of a photograph and honing in on that as being like the more successful photograph. So I just want you to, and you can Google cropping and learn more about it. There's lots of information out there, and a lot of it's going to be referring to post-production because that's what this is a part of. It's part of post-production. So something to think about when if you're using your phone or your digital camera. If you're using your phone, then in edit mode, you can just, again, crop out whatever information isn't relevant to your photograph, the intentions that you're interested in exploring. And I think it's a really important tool to consider, especially when we're learning about composition and design, because there might be a great photo that you made, but you just need to remove some of the background or get, closer by cropping. So something to think about, but I wanted to bring that to your attention. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for listening.